Hello, Sinead.
Hi, Jay.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Formula Fun podcast. Thank you so much for coming back and staying with us. We're releasing an episode or two every week, and we hope you can join us for this ride where we have no idea what we're doing. But we're getting through it, right, Sinead?
We're getting there. Yeah. We're getting there.
Finding our feet. Or finding our wheels.
I was literally just about to say that.
We're on the same wavelength.
Beat me to it.
Okay, so this episode we're going to cover some of the teams that have already launched their liveries, and we're also going to cover the testing schedule because it's a little bit different this year. So, testing. They have started testing as of Monday, the 26th of January, which is when we're recording this. But it's not a test. It is a shakedown, which is a private test.
What is a shakedown?
A shakedown is an opportunity for drivers and cars and teams to basically just put their cars out on the track for the first time.
Okay.
But it's more of a case of so that when they get to Bahrain in a couple of weeks' time for the actual test, that is when they start their 2026 campaign in their full-blown race car look. Bahrain have paid a lot of money for the first test, which is all televised, so that's why this shakedown, which is going on behind closed doors.
Yeah.
We don't know that much about it. The FIA are publishing lap times at the end of the day, and F1 are providing updates, but that's about it. Whereas the testing that will be happening is in Bahrain is going to be televised. We're going to watch the whole thing. They'll be interviewing drivers that aren't in the cars, etc. So this week, Monday to Friday, 5 days, the teams are only allowed to test for 3 of those days. Ferrari and McLaren have already announced that they are testing tomorrow, so they're taking today off to do some more development work. But a lot of the teams are out there today. So I've seen a Haas, I've seen a Cadillac, I've seen Red Bull, Mercedes were first out the blocks. A lot of the teams are out there today. I would assume they'd go out today, take tomorrow off to find out what they can change or make better and do a bit of development work. Come back on Wednesday, do another test, take Thursday off, come back on Friday. I think that would be the best, most optimum schedule, but McLaren and Ferrari have other ideas already. We will have seen that there have been a couple of videos and things on Instagram, social media, of cars that have already done a very quick shakedown. There are 2 different types of ways of doing that. There is a promotional event, which is where they're allowed to film the cars, all for all of their branding, for their sponsorship, where you see the cars go around on track and it's got those cool shots from a car as though it's following. They are allowed to do 200 kilometers on a promotional filming day.
Okay.
Mercedes did that last week when they launched their car without a hiccup.
Woo!
Which confirms that Mercedes are in a good place. The other option they have is they're allowed to do a demonstration event, which is 15 kilometers, which is what Ferrari did the following day after Mercedes launched. Which is why there's been all these rumors and things that Ferrari broke down on the straight at their Fiorano track. They didn't. They have come out and openly said, no, we were saving the miles so that Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton could have 3 laps each within their 15-kilometer allowance.
Whatever you have to tell yourself.
Yep. You know what? I agree. I don't think they're going to be very good, and it's very upsetting. Anyway, we are going to see, yes, that is the shakedown. That's happening this week. Then they've got a week and a bit to process that, do any development work, etc. And then we're going to come back to Bahrain, which is the first official testing, 11th to 13th. That is 4 days. Each driver will have 2 days in the car. Same with this. I assume they'll do a day and a half each, just to get used to the car, to make sure reliability is good, etc. Because it is also a new engine and regulation change, I'm going to expect a lot of breakdowns and reliability being a factor. Them doing the shakedown sort of behind closed doors sort of gets rid of any embarrassment as well. Then we get to testing 2, which is on the 18th to the 20th of February, and then we're very, 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 very close to the first race of the season.
Whoop,
Can't
whoop.
wait. So today we are going to go through some of the teams. Sinead has made a conscious effort to not look at the cards. Am I right?
You are correct.
Yeah. So
And it's not just because I didn't want to do any work.
no, it was a conscious decision. So we're going to go through the teams, some of the teams. So we're going to do Alpine, Audi, Ferrari, Haas, Mercedes, and Red Bull. Talk a little about the teams, what we think of their prospects for the year, and then also I'm going to show Sinead a photo. So if you're watching, you'll be able to see the photo as well. If you're not watching and you're listening, Sinead will describe her thoughts about the cars.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so Alpine. I watched the launch of Alpine. Very boring. I'm so sorry. It was so it was so corporate. It took place on an MSC cruise ship,
Right.
which you think very exciting, new thing to do, first time ever. I think they even mentioned this is the first time ever a car has been shown on a cruise ship in a car launch. It was a car launch, which is nice. It wasn't just a video that went out on social media. But oh my days.
Was the ship on the sea? Or was it like parked?
It was docked in Monte Carlo.
You don't park ships. Yeah.
It was docked in Monte Carlo, I believe. It was the presenter, who I don't know because I'm not poppy and modern enough. I think it was a DJ. Had cue cards, so many cue cards, and also just read everything as though it was like, you have to stick to the script. There was no going off script, and it was speaking to Flavio Briatore, who's the head of Renault. He's now the team principal of Renault, and it was speaking to the MSC cruise ship CEO person, and both of them were so boring and speaking very slow and monotone. Okay. But Flavio did say something which I found very interesting. He said,
everything he says is interesting.
Talking about Colapinto.
Right.
Talking about Colapinto, he said, we'll either be really good friends in a few races or we won't.
Brilliant.
That says to me, Colapinto has 3 races to prove himself. Otherwise, Flav is getting someone else in immediately. Something else which is interesting about Alpine. They're using what engine this year, Sinead?
Mercedes.
A Mercedes. Flavio Briatore said that he wants to be in the top 6.
Okay, Flavio.
That's his target.
Okay,
that's
Flavio,
what he wants.
It's time to go. It's time to go back to bed, Mr. Briatore.
They wrote off 2025 all in an effort to make 2026 a good year. Christian Horner has recently come out within the past couple of days. Yeah. He is making and wants to make a huge investment into Alpine to become sort of a CEO type of role at Alpine.
So we got Flavio Briatore and Christian Horner on the same team.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's I'm like not
a
James Bond villain team.
I'm not going to go into it on here because it's whatever, but like just Google it. Just Google it if you want to know more.
Christian Horner used to run Red Bull but got fired at the end of the mid-season last year. But he has run Red Bull from its debut race, and he has done a good job with that team, but the jury's out in terms of recent happenings.
And Flavio Briatore was
part of Crashgate
very
in 2008.
Much involved in Crashgate. Once again, Google it if you don't know what that is. Maybe we will do an episode later in this season where I go through all the F1 gossip and the scandal. Yeah, I'll work on that. Yeah. It's not for now, though.
No. So they have 2 drivers. They have Pierre Gasly, who's French, and they have Franco Colapinto, who came in last year after doing a very good few races for Williams the year before. Gasly.
He's Argentinian.
He's Argentinian. When did Gasly start? Any ideas? Let's throw some questions out to Sinead.
He was not quite part of that lineup of rookies. I'm going to say 2017.
Correct. So he joined the Red Bull Junior team Toro Rosso in 2017 to 2018. In 2019, he was upgraded to the Red Bull seat. Didn't go well. Doom. The seat of doom next to Max Verstappen. Didn't go well. 2019, he got demoted back to AlphaTauri in replacement of Alex Albon. 2019 to 2022, he was at AlphaTauri, and then 2023 he went to Alpine, and he is still there. Can you answer me this, Sinead? What is Pierre Gasly's best finishing position in a race?
5th?
Incorrect.
Oh.
Pierre Gasly won the Monza Grand Prix.
In 2020?
Yep.
Yes. I remember now.
He did. Very good race. So, time for the livery reveal. For Sinead to have her thoughts
I'm
on
excited.
the Alpine.
Ooh. Now, because I'm a girl, I love the pink. And I actually do love the pink because the pink before was like a horrendous shade of like Pepto-Bismol pink.
Yep.
Whereas this is a lot sexier. It's like a hot pink.
It's a bit glossy as well, isn't it? The whole
car. It's very
car.
glossy, yeah. It's got like a real shine to it.
Mm-hmm.
It looks pretty sexy, I'm not going to lie.
So this year, it's worth mentioning that this year they are doing, they have to have 55% of their car painted because years gone by, especially more recently, a lot of the cars and the teams decided to try and save weight by not painting a lot of the car, so it was just the black carbon that was coming through. I like that Alpine have gone down this route and they have really decorated their car well. I think it was good.
And another thing I really like is the sponsorship doesn't overwhelm the car.
Yep.
Like, I think we talked about this briefly in one of the other episodes, but like, I think it's really sad from like a design perspective and like, you know, the art that goes into the cars in more recent years. I only know this because I've seen photos of much, much older cars. Like, it's just become like trashy in a way. Like, just...
Yep, I hear. It's very much
horrible.
Where
like,
can the sponsors all go?
yeah,
all the
like,
different badges and things. It's difficult.
Yeah, like Fortune 500 companies and stuff. So I think it's really... I like it a lot. And the different kind of... the different hues of the colours that they already have. Well done, Alpine. Even if you don't win anything, you're going to look great. So, you know, that's something.
Okay, great. So let's move on to the next team. Next team is Audi. Audi, they were the first team to test. They were the first team to test and go out on track. But they struggled a little bit, and the team admitted that there was a bit of a struggle there. Their drivers are Nico Hulkenberg, who first started for Williams in 2010, all those years ago. He then went to Force India. Force India is now Aston Martin. But Force India from 2011 to 2012. Sauber, which is now Audi, which is interesting because that's where he is now. Sauber in 2013, back to Force India in 2014 to 2016. Then he went over to Renault, who are now Alpine, from 2017 to 2019. Then he became a reserve driver for 2020 to 2022 with Aston Martin. He then went to Haas in 23 to 24. And then he went to Sauber in 25, which has now changed into Audi. He has had a busy old career. He took a couple of years off where he was a reserve driver. That was during COVID, and I know that he was a super sub quite often for quite a lot of teams. His teammate is Gabriel Bortoleto, who is from Brazil, and he joined as a rookie last year for Sauber in 2025, which has now turned into Audi. Now, Sinead, have you seen the car?
Hulkenberg, interesting. So first of all, I didn't know that about him driving for loads of different teams. So he's basically like a swing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did a lot of teams. He kept on going back and forth between two.
Oh, that's cool. And the other thing is, he won his first podium just last year.
He did his first.
So he's driven nearly
podium.
300 races, and he won his first podium.
The longest
last year.
Wait.
What a guy! Like, talk about tenacity. Anyway.
Yeah. The German.
So,
Nico
what I'm
Hulkenberg.
loving about this photo that you've put up is that it's from a different angle than the Alpine, so I'm seeing it like head on.
Yep.
So it's giving me a different view. So I guess what's interesting about this one is that we don't have anything really to compare it to, even though
From
Audi has
previous Audis,
switched from Sauber. But so I love the colours, like the orange. Although, how do you think McLaren will feel about it's quite close to papaya
So they've called
orange?
that color. They've called that color lava red.
Oh, okay. So maybe in real life it looks
Might be a bit
little
reddier.
different. Yeah, I quite like it.
I really enjoy the side
middle
pods where
section?
the side pods where the air would come in. The
Yes,
fact that the
yeah,
inside of that
like-
is red looks class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, really cool.
Um,
And then the bit on the back, that now that you've just said lava red, it does actually look a bit like lava
mhm.
that you can see.
I think it's good. I think it's a bold entrance for Audi. I at first wasn't a massive fan of the block colours at the back with the black and red, but actually it's growing on me. I think might be close to what the Mercedes looks like, which could be difficult from if you're seeing all the cars up front, especially on the grid. But that being said, I really like the side pods with the red. I think that will really separate them from the rest, which is lovely. Okay,
Right,
next
next
up.
one.
Oh yeah, how do you think they're going to get on for the year?
Audi. Well, it's interesting because I was watching a little video last night breaking down Audi and Cadillac, like, you know, their different approaches that they've taken to coming into Formula One for the first time. Now, I know Audi is Sauber under it, you know, they're not exactly a completely new team.
It was already a team beforehand, but they've just changed the name and bought it out.
And have new owners and stuff like that. Whereas Cadillac, who we're going to get to at some point, are literally a completely new, brand new team. So I think, you know, the Audi name in like the motor world is pretty well respected. And it's a German company, and you know, obviously the Germans are famed for their technical precision. Yeah, attention to detail. So
yeah, and I don't think Audi would have come into this project half-assed. I think they're gonna go at it head on.
And then their drivers, obviously, they have Bortoleto and Hulkenberg. Yeah, so that's a good mix
lineup
of experience and new energy.
Yeah, really good lineup. Next team, Ferrari. Now,
oh dear.
I think from what I've heard, they've gone for quite a basic design, but that I'm going to take that as they've gone for a basic baseline with the intention of adding things to it to make it better quickly. Whereas last year they went for a completely different design philosophy from the year before when they came second in the championship. They've gone for a different. They then struggled to make that new design philosophy work for the car because they'd already like sort of dove headfirst into we're doing it like this, and it then didn't work and they couldn't change it. This, I think, looks like a bit more of a basic design, but they can add things to it. They, of course, have the driver pairing of Charles Leclerc, who is Monegasque. He was at Sauber in 2018 when he entered the sport, and then 1 year later was signed up to Ferrari. He was already a Ferrari junior driver, so that was always the plan. Went to Ferrari in 2019, and he is still there. And they also, of course, have the 7-time world champion, Mr. Lewis Hamilton, who was at McLaren when he entered the sport in 2007 to 2012. He then went to Mercedes in 2012 until 2024, where he made the shock decision to go to Ferrari, where he still is now. Last year, Ferrari didn't do too great. Sinead, what do we think of the Ferrari?
Oh.
Not a fan?
The guy who founded Ferrari, I'm assuming he's dead.
Yes.
Is it Enzio or Ennio?
Enzo.
Enzo. So, I don't think it's remiss to say that he would be rolling in his grave looking at this. So going back to what I was saying with the Alpine about the sponsorship, what the hell is going on here? You see this HP thing with the big white, like, why is the... it just ruins it. Like,
yeah,
it should be completely
it's a lot of
red.
White. It's a lot of white on a car that should be red.
It's a lot of white in a very exposed part of the car. And
they
it doesn't
tried
help that the HP logo is blue. Like,
yeah.
I wonder if they could even change the blue bit to red, but probably not. Probably not allowed to.
Probably not. It's probably why that it has to be white, because last year they did this like diagonal slant across the engine cover and then put HP there. But clearly HP have gone, no, we want to be more prominent, so therefore more white, please. Now, they did a special livery in the Monza Grand Prix last year, which did include a bit of white in reference to Niki Lauda's Ferrari from years gone by, and that was nice as a one-off livery, but this, they've taken it a bit too far and it's too white. But you know what?
Like, is no one at HP, like, in the boardroom a Ferrari fan? Like, are they trying to... What are they doing?
Well, you know what everyone's talking about on social media? HP. So it's worked. Whatever they did has worked. But not for the right reasons.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's how they've seen that. But yes, too much white. But I am
at the expense of beauty.
Hopeful for the HP Ferrari team. Thoughts on how they'll do this year? What do you think?
Well, you already know what I think.
You haven't got high hopes.
I don't have high hopes, and it's not just based on vibes. Like I quite liked the team principal Binotto, and I thought I'm right about that, aren't I? That he was the team principal before,
and he's now
Audi. And I think they got rid of him. Kind of rashly.
Yep.
Because I don't think that the new person, Fred Vasseur, is necessarily better than him. In fact, I think he's worse. I know he hasn't had a lot of time, but I do think that the season that they put in last year, it wasn't just bad, it was dreadful.
Yeah, it really wasn't very good for a team like Ferrari. And what we all want to see in this sport is like the top teams fighting it out and not knowing who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to see McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari,
Williams
in there, throw them all in and all battling it out, not knowing who is going to win the race. And I think that is why we want to watch the sport.
Yeah, so from that perspective, I also hope that they do well or that they're at least competitive. Also, I know it doesn't work like this. Like Lewis has won 7 times. It would be nice for Charles to have a fair shot at the championship because he is a really good driver.
He's incredible.
He's incredible, yeah.
One of the fastest drivers out there, especially when it comes to qualifying. So yes, let's hope for Ferrari, but we will wait and see. Okay, we have Haas up next. Gene Haas F1 team. Their drivers are Esteban Ocon and Oliver Behrman. So the collaboration that they announced, I believe, at the start of last year was with Toyota Gazoo Racing. I think that's going to be a good technical partnership. Ayo Komatsu has transformed that team as much as I loved the personality of Gunter Steiner.
Yeah.
I think Ayo Komatsu has absolutely transformed that team, and they got their best result in Mexico last year. But when they did their promotional event, Oliver Behrman spun, unfortunately. So just goes to show potentially how hard these cars are to drive. Mm-hmm. We don't know. Yes, do you know what their best result was last year that Oliver Behrman got?
5th or 4th?
It was 4th, yeah. It was 4th. It was a really, really good race from him. So yes, they have Esteban Ocon. He first arrived in Formula 1 in 2016 from Manor F1. He then went to Force India, which is now Aston Martin, in 2017-2018. Then he became a Mercedes reserve driver and sat on the sidelines in 2019. Then he was brought in by Renault, who are now Alpine, from 2020 till 2024. Then he joined Haas in 2025, and he's still there now.
And what's interesting about Ocon is that he's one of the few Formula 1 drivers in history that doesn't come from money.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is also a fairy tale story about Esteban Ocon is him winning the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix.
Woo!
So if you haven't watched that, definitely watch it, because the start of that race...
Check it out.
The start of that race is... I've only ever seen that happen once, and I don't know if we'll ever see it again, so have a look at that. Their other driver is Oliver Behrman. He joined Haas last year after a very, very successful couple of races with Ferrari and Haas in 2024. And he is still with the team now. And the livery, what do you think? I really like this livery.
Yeah.
I think it's smacks. Yeah, I think it's very good.
I think it's nice. I think they've balanced the colours well, like the white, the red and the black. Mm-hmm. I guess you can't really comment for all the cars on the shape because, they're obviously bound by a lot of very strict regulations. So the shapes are going to be more or less the same to the naked eye. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To us non-technical folk.
Yes. Well, not you, me. Yeah. No. I like it, and if we're going to keep going on my kind of theme of, sponsorship and how that is being presented, I think it helps that all the sponsors stick to the color scheme. Ferrari.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of cohesive in that way.
Really not a fan of that Ferrari, are we?
No.
Shame. How do we think Haas will get on this year?
I think they'll potentially be in contention for like a good midfield result.
Okay. running a Ferrari engine.
Okay. Well, let's see then. Let's see. Where did they come last year? Like 9th? It's probably 8th or 9th because Alpine came last, didn't they?
They came 8th last year.
Okay, so that's not too bad actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be good.
They were only
Maybe
10,
they want to.
I think they're only like 12 or 10 points behind Aston Martin as well, which is
Okay.
so that
maybe
fight
they
is
could-
definitely on.
They could surpass them this year, maybe. Depending on.
So I think they're just a team that's like slowly on quite an upward trajectory. And yeah, like I said, Ikomatsu has done good things with that team. Moving on to Mercedes. Okay, Mercedes. They have all the word on social media and everything is that they have absolutely smashed this development and it's already in a really good place. They did the full 200 kilometers on their filming day, which was a lot more than Audi did on their filming day. Obviously, Audi are still, as much as they have just taken over a Formula 1 team, they're still a new team. But Mercedes have come out of the box on all cylinders, flying already straight. Reliability is not a factor. They were the first out on track today for the shakedown, so I think they're going to do well. They have George Russell, who is Sinead's goal for the championship. He started at Williams 2019 till 2021, then he moved up to the Mercedes seat in 2022, and he's still there. And then we obviously have the rookie from last year, Kimi Antonelli, the Italian, who joined Mercedes, which is a bold move to get a rookie into Mercedes, but he's still there this year. And they are in for an exciting year. You are in for an exciting year if you are a Mercedes fan. What do we think of the car, Sinead?
Love it.
They've gone for the black and silver.
It's beautiful. It's
again.
black all over with a sort of silver chrome and then this lovely shade of teal.
Yeah,
like a
the
teal
Patronus
blue.
teal, yeah.
No notes, really.
Got a new sponsor of Microsoft. I don't know if I like the stripes on the side. I like the 3-point star of Mercedes and the fade they've done at the back, which they've done for a lot of their cars. But the stripes on the side, it looks almost Adidas because that's their clothing brand. But I also think it's something. I don't think it's the Adidas logo.
I don't think it is. I think it's just
the AMG Mercedes logo with the stripes in front of it.
Got you.
And I just don't know if it lands, but
That's fair.
maybe it will grow on us. It looks fast, is what I'm going to say.
It really does. It really looks like it drives well.
Yeah. So, how do we think they're going to get on this year?
I think they're going to win. I also think they're going to win the constructors. I don't just think that George Russell's going to win. Yeah. And I think Kimi's going to do really well too. I think
this is definitely the year for Kimi to step it up
to show what he's made of.
Year. Yeah, he has been. Everyone said he's the new great F1 driver that everyone's been waiting for. He's the next Max Verstappen. He's in that league. I don't think he really showed it last year, but obviously he was just finding his feet in a Mercedes where all the spotlight's on him. In Imola, his home F1 race, he brought his schoolmates the day before practice, and instead of actually focusing on the driving, and then from then it went downhill. So we'll see. I hope it's a good year for him, and I have predicted him to win the championship. So we'll see.
Woohoo!
Okay, finally we have Red Bull. Brand new partnership with Ford, doing the Red Bull Ford powertrains. They've built their own engine this year. They want us as people and fans to give them time to find their feet. It is a brand new engine. It is a brand new project that didn't start until the idea was thought of in 2021. It's a big old mountain to climb. And look, when Honda first decided to build an engine for Formula One in 2015, not first decided, when they came back into the sport in 2015, it was with a partnership with McLaren, and it did not go well. However, new American team on the grid this year, Cadillac. I think there's going to be a bit of a rivalry between Ford and Cadillac, which would be nice to see. Obviously, their drivers are Max Verstappen, who was at Toro Rosso back in 2015 to 16, and then he joined Red Bull in 16, and he's still there now. And the other driver is Isaac Hadjar, who was at Racing Bulls last year, and he is now at Red Bull. He was a rookie last year, and he's taken the big step up already. That cursed seat. How do we feel that Hadjar's going to do?
Yeah, I think we maybe touched on this this last episode
didn't
as
we?
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's going to do well, but I think he's going to do well relative to how the 6 people who came before him did.
Sure.
So for people that don't know, like the second seat at Red Bull has people say that it's cursed, the seat of doom, because Red Bull have cycled through no fewer than 6 drivers in like not that long a period of time. The longest was Sergio Perez, who I think lasted 3 seasons, maybe 4 seasons.
2001. And he left at the end of 24. Yeah.
So 3 seasons. So the consensus is that Red Bull exists mainly to serve Max Verstappen's kind of championship goals, which you could argue is fair enough because he's just that good. But it has meant that he's left a lot of collateral damage in the form of his teammates who just can't really stack up against him.
And the car's very much designed towards Max, and it's that whole thing of going, would you prefer to have an F1 team with Max Verstappen and somebody, or would you prefer to run an F1 team like McLaren where you have 2 number 1 drivers, which almost cost them the championship, but then they sealed up the constructors? So which one would you prefer?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, based on that, but as I say, I think Hadjar's really good. Like, he pulled some amazing stuff last season.
Rookie of the season.
Yeah, he got a podium as well, or 2. He definitely got 1.
He got 1.
Yeah. I think also his personality, he's very he seems to be really switched on and potentially able to take things in his stride in a way that maybe other drivers before him haven't been able to. So I have my fingers crossed for him, actually. I'd really like him to do well.
I do. I hope it goes well for him. I really do, because I don't want to see him get spat out. But Helmut Marko and Christian Horner are no longer at Red Bull, so I would hope that with the new setup at Red Bull, it's not very likely that somebody is going to get spat out like a Hadjar, but we'll wait and see. Red Bull, they've already said give us time. Thoughts on where they're going to end up or how they're going to do? Yeah,
it's an interesting one because with Max, there was quite heavy rumours going around during the transfer window, shall we call it, that Max was maybe going to go to Mercedes, potentially because of the new regulations and whether or not he felt that they would stack up to his expectations at Red Bull. So it'll be interesting to see how long he's able to tolerate it not being good, if it isn't good. But based on, it sounds like from what you've said about what they've been saying, it's like they're trying to prime us for having slightly lower expectations.
I would love to know if Verstappen came out and said, I'm not leaving whilst Helmut Marko is still here, because him and Helmut Marko were so close, and he was like, as long as Helmut's here, I'm here. Helmut left at the end of last season. I wonder if Helmut hadn't notified Max that he was planning on leaving, would Max have made the jump to Mercedes? Don't know.
Could be, but I'm glad that it didn't happen that way, because there was a chance that George would have lost his seat.
Your Georgie baby.
My Georgie boy, and that wouldn't be fair.
Okay, that is the end of the teams that we're going to do now. We're going to do some more teams probably at the early part of next week as well, where we can also let you know how the testing has gone this week in the shakedown. But first up, we have Quizifying. Okay.
You go first.
Cadillac, the latest addition in terms of brand new teams to Formula One. Now, can you tell me the last brand new team to Formula One? Not a team that has been adjusted or a name change, a brand new team to arrive in Formula One. Who was the last one?
Red Bull?
No. It was in 2016, I believe.
Haas? No.
Yes.
Is it? Yeah.
Well done. You can have half a point for that.
Thank you.
Okay, question number 2. Can you name 3 previous Red Bull drivers who are still on the grid?
Well, this is an interesting one, because are we counting the upcoming season?
No. So people that are no longer at Red Bull,
that
are still on the grid.
But not, okay. So, Gasly?
Yep.
Albon?
Yep.
And don't know.
Lawson, your favourite.
I mean, that hardly counts, does it?
We did 2 races for Red Bull.
2 races?
Third question.
I could do 2 races for Red Bull.
Third question.
Yeah.
Can you name the driver that Franco Colapinto replaced last year?
Jack Doohan.
Well done.
Thank
That
you.
is good. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
I think that's your most impressive one so far.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Right, you can have 2 points for that. Well done. Right.
Right.
Let's go.
Here we
Are
go.
you going for the book again?
I love this book.
Ah.
Okay, so obviously Formula One drivers, a range of ages going in there. We've had some 17, 18-year-olds, and then we've had some people last for a huge number of years. Fernando Alonso, for example, is now 43 going into 2026, maybe even 44.
He's 44.
Right, but who's the oldest driver ever to have driven in a Formula One Grand Prix?
Can you give me a year or like a decade?
In the 50s.
Ascari?
Nope.
I don't know.
One Luigi Fagioli at the French Grand Prix in 1951. He was 53 years and 22 days old.
Wow. Didn't know that.
So there you go.
I'll drive an F1 car when I'm 53. I'll be class.
That would be cool, wouldn't it? Right. So, points difference. I think you're going to get this one. What is the most tightly contested championship in terms of points difference at the end of the season? Do you know what I mean?
As in, what's been the
As in the
tightest
gap.
between first and second?
Yeah.
2007.
You don't have to. Well, first of all, what's the gap?
1.
You're thinking of Hamilton and Rosberg, aren't you?
No. Hamilton and Raikkonen in 2007. Raikkonen won it by 1 point.
It was further back than that.
Oh. So half a point.
Yes. Can you tell me for a bonus? I'm not going to give you a bonus, but can you tell me who it was between?
Jackie Stewart? No? Okay.
Niki Lauda
Niki Lauda and James Hunt.
and Alan Prost.
Ah!
So basically the 2 that you didn't, yeah. There was 4 in contention, right up until the end. So it was those 2. Half a point, 1984.
Wonder where the half point
Okay.
came from. Probably a shorter race. Okay.
Which driver, this is a fun one, which driver on the current grid is ambidextrous? Tell you what, I'll give you a
a
multiple
good one.
choice. I'll give you a multiple
Okay.
choice. Is it Alonso, Albon, or Hulkenberg?
Hulkenberg.
Alonso.
Oh, I'm so bad. Is it?
Yeah. I mean, you're not bad.
Wow.
Who would know that apart from me?
You. Lovely. Well done. How many did I get any right?
Yeah, you got. Oh no, wait.
Nope, I don't think I did.
What? That's crazy. First one. Oh yeah, no, you got none. You got exactly 0.
Wow,
Zilch.
getting worse. It's
Zip.
getting worse.
Nil.
Every week it's getting worse. Damn it. Okay, and with that, we've come to the end of our episode. I hope you found out a bit more about the teams and what to expect this year, or what you think we're going to expect this year. We're probably going to be so wrong because it is a blank canvas for 2026. We'll cover the other teams next week, and we'll also do another episode talking about the shakedown that has just happened. But I think, Sinead, it is time to box. So thank you very much for listening. You've been listening to the Formula Fun podcast.
Where Jay brings the formula.
And Sinead definitely brings the fun. Bye.
Beep beep.